Welcome, everyone. This is Craig with Single Length School, and we've all heard about the secret menus at some of our favorite restaurants. McDonald's has a secret menu, and Wendy's has a secret menu. Well, what about golf companies? Is there a certain golf company out there that has a secret menu or a secret set of clubs that maybe you don't know about? Let's find out. Okay, so if you're new to the channel and haven't yet done so, hit the subscribe button. And as you see popping up on your screen, you'll see our social media channels. Go give us a follow at those sites as well. So, as you probably could tell by the title, we're talking about potentially a secret set of clubs from PXG. That's right. Just like your favorite restaurant having a secret menu, there's been rumors that I've heard and thought I had confirmed for a secret set of clubs from PXG. Well, up until about an hour before this filming, I was going to explain those clubs to you. But then I had the opportunity to speak with Andy, a representative from PXG, to really dive in and learn more about the supposed secret set of clubs. Now, we're at Single Length School. We talk about single length or one length irons, anything to help you golf smarter, not harder, to lower your scores and lower your handicaps. And for the better part of a year, I always get asked what manufacturers out there make single length or one length irons. And the answer's always been the same. You have Cobra, you have Pinhawk, you have Adele, you have Wishon, you have One Iron, you've got some clone companies that make single length irons out there. So it's kind of been a standard answer and a standard set for some time now. And I've heard rumblings, and up until last week, I hadn't been able to confirm, but I've been told that PXG actually offers a set of single length irons. Well, I reached out to PXG through social media channels, and their social media rep told me that in fact they do make single length irons custom ordered. So I figured, what the heck? Let me call PXG, let me speak to a rep and find out for sure and get some specs. So I did just that. I spoke with Andy, who's one of the over the phone fitting / reps for PXG that helps you build your clubs, get into your clubs, find a fitter locally, whatever it may be. And I said to Andy, point blank, Andy, does PXG make single length irons? And the easy answer, he told me, is no. But we had a nice lengthy discussion, about 15-20 minutes, and I want to share with you what I found out about PXG and the potential to have something that mimics or looks like a single length set of irons. So during our discussion, Andy, as I said flat out, the answer to us making single length irons is no. If someone goes to a fitter and says, I want my 4-iron through my lob wedge, all 7-iron length, they're going to turn down the order. He said, you're better off going to Cobra, and he recommends Cobra to the people that want to go to single length or one length irons. But what we did talk about was some of the things that PXG does and some of the ways they customize a set to their players that may give you somewhat of a single length presentation, so to speak. So the one thing he did confirm to me is that they have built irons, more specifically wedges, that are all the same length and that match the same swing weight, which is what we understand has to happen with single length or one length irons. Now, he has told me he's placed orders and fulfilled orders for irons and wedges that match a 35-inch length. Typically, as single length, one length, we're used to 37.5, 38 inches, sometimes 37 inches, depending on your height and what you're fitted for. But they have done a 9-iron through lob wedge with the same swing weight and the same length. So 35 inches, shorter than what we normally do. Now, that prompted me to ask Andy, well, if you're doing 9-iron through the lob wedge, what are the chances you can do something similar to Pinhawk with the Vertex? And if you guys haven't seen it, I've done reviews on the Pinhawk single length irons and the Pinhawk dual length irons, the Vertex. The idea behind the Vertex, which prompted me to ask Andy at PXG this question, the idea behind the Pinhawk Vertex is it's a dual length system. So your 3, 4, 5 irons are longer, but the same length. So 3, 4, 5 are the same length, and then 6 through your wedges are all the same length. So you have 2 lengths instead of 1 length throughout all your irons. So I asked Andy, and I prompted him, there's a company, Pinhawk, that makes a dual length set, and I explained the idea and the concept to him. And I said, now if I came to PXG and I said, I'd like my 4, 5, 6 iron 1 length, my 7, 8, 9 1 length, and then my wedges a different length, is it possible? And he did not say no, but what he did say is it's going to be more based on the fitter that you're working with for PXG. He said, in those cases, and if the fitter thinks it's the right fit, then yes, it's possible where you could have a tri-length set, so to speak, where your 4, 5, 6 are 1 length and 1 swing weight, your 7, 8, 9 are a little bit shorter with another swing weight, and then your wedges are a little bit shorter than that with a separate swing weight. So that is a potential possibility, and I hear it all the time from guys, hey, I have trouble with my long irons. I wish they were a little bit longer. My wedges, I have trouble with my wedges because they're 7-iron length. I wish they were a little bit shorter. If you're having both problems where you wish your 4, 5, 6 were longer and your wedges were shorter, this could be the option for you. Now, one thing he did mention and that he made clear is PXG prides itself on building every single set of irons custom fit to the player. So you're not going to get a set of PXG without going through some sort of fitting, whether it's over the phone or in person. And with that in mind, their goal is to put the best clubs in each player's hands, the club that's going to be best for their game. And I think the reason that a lot of people think that PXG makes single length irons is because there is a ton of customizability with their clubs. They have the ability to interchange screws in the iron heads to add or decrease the club weight and change the swing weight. And just like most main club manufacturers, they can change loft and they can change lie. So PXG is very customizable. And Andy believes that's where a lot of people get the false concept that they make single length irons because they have more adjustability than most other club manufacturers because of their iron head designs. So I guess in summation, what I'm trying to say is it possible to get a true 1 length or single length iron set from PXG? No, it's not. And Andy made that perfectly clear. If someone tries to get through and order everything in 7-iron length, PXG will in fact cancel the order themselves because they don't feel that their clubs are capable of producing the results. It's not that they can't make them do that, but the engineering that would go in behind it and it's involved in creating everything at 7-iron length is very detailed. And because they custom every order to spec, then it's very hard for them to engineer a full set of single length irons for one player. And he flat out said, as I mentioned before, guys that want to do single length or 1 length, go to Cobra, or in this case, a lot of you guys know I have the other manufacturers. I already mentioned them. You can go to them for your single length or 1 length irons. But if you guys do want to perhaps take a look at maybe customizing some wedges to a little bit shorter length so that they're all the same length, PXG is an option. If you want to perhaps customize the upper half of your bag, your 4, 5, 6, and possibly get those the same swing weight and swing weight and shaft length, PXG is possible as an option. But again, you have to go get fitted with PXG. Now, another misnomer with PXG is that they are expensive. Well, there's a process and there's a reason they're expensive. They customize every club, as I said, for each individual player. Now, they do have some older iron heads that they still have in stock that they've dropped the price on. So you can actually get some of those clubs a little bit cheaper than what you had before. But at the end of the day, if you're truly looking at single length or one length irons, it looks like your options are still going to be Cobra, Pinhawk, Wishon, Adele, One Iron, some of those guys, as I said, Giga Golf, some of those clone makers, they have the one irons or one length sets as well. So if you're still truly looking for a new one length or single length set, those are your options. PXG is not an option for a true one length or single length setup. So as much as I was excited to tell you guys that PXG does offer a set, because like I said at the beginning of the video, an online rep with PXG did tell me and confirm to me that they do make single length iron sets, but I wanted to hear it for myself from a true rep. And so I spoke with Andy, and unfortunately, they don't do it. I think if they did, they would be a great option, especially because they get custom fit to you. But for the time being, guys, you're stuck with what we've got and what we keep talking about. Maybe over the next year or 2 years, we have some more manufacturers out there that are willing to take the risk and jump into the single length or one length iron concept. But for now, we still got the same 6 or 7 that we keep talking about. So I hope this helps you guys as you decide what irons you're going to choose on your single length or one length journey, and helps you eliminate the potential of spending some time and wasting some time because you've heard a rumor about PXG. So let's put the rumors to rest. PXG can customize some stuff and will customize some clubs to the same length and same swing weight for you, but they will not do the entire iron set. So thanks to Andy, thanks to PXG for sharing the information with me so I can share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this gives you some more insight. And as always, let's golf smarter, not harder. And until next time, I'll see you in the fairway.